Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made a little teeny tiny chicky mold and then did a resin or two resin chickies out of it. So what I have is my scales here because I have some liquid silicone that is a 1-to-1 ratio by weight. So I have my scales here and I'm going to weigh out 16 grams. There was part A, and now I'm going to do part B. And this is from J Diction, and I did get it off of Amazon. So I did 16 grams of each. And then I stir it together for 4 minutes. Now the package says 3 to 5, and I thought 4 is a pretty good way to go. And so that's what I do, and I don't have any problems with it. You do want to make sure you go around the sides and scrape the bottom. Now I have this little plastic thing that I use to make a jewelry with polymer clay, and I'm taking some packaging tape and going over the smaller side, the bottom side of it. And there's my little Swarovski crystal chickie that I'm going to make a mold of. He's so tiny. And then I just put his feet on the tape because you do need to make sure they're stable, because when you start pouring the silicone in, it could make your object move. So you want to either tape them down or glue them down. So for this one, I taped it down because for the container I'm using, I had to put tape on it. So therefore, taping his feet down. And what I should have done was taped the container down to the tape and then used hot glue to go around it. But I didn't realize that I was going to be pouring this at this time. It was just some silicone that I had left over, and I wanted to use it, so I did go around it with some more tape. It did I did have some leakage. So I just filled that up with the silicone. I put some sticks under one end because the way I put the tape on, it made it kind of lopsided, so I had to even that out. And it didn't quite fill it up, so I had to mix up a tiny bit more to fill it up. Now I had previously, not on camera, made one of these molds already. So I'm going to have 2 of these chickie molds. And this is later in the day, and it is already cured. So I'm going to take my tape off. So I did add that extra tape there, and then I have the first tape that I put on. So I'm just going to pull that off. And then you just push it out from the bottom and it pops right out. No problem. Now I'm going to have to get my little chickie out. He's so cute and he's so tiny. I got his body out pretty easy, but it was a little difficult getting his head out. But you just keep working it. I didn't want it to pop off. These Swarovski crystal critters are from the 80s. We used to get them from my mom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my mold. So I have craft resin, epoxy resin, and you measure it ratio 1 to 1 by like milliliters. So you do it the liquid way, not by weight. And I mixed it up for 4 minutes also. And I'm just going to put a little bit in this little cup. And then I'm going to add citrine resin pigment to it, to my resin, and then I'm going to stir it up really well. And this little measuring cup is very pliable, so when I start to pour my resin in my mold, I can squeeze it to a point, and it comes out very well. And that's a teeny tiny hole, so that's the bottom of his feet. So now I'm just kind of dripping it in there. And then I thought I overfilled it, so I did take a little bit back out. And then to find out, I took a little bit too much out. So you see the green there? I did add a little bit of green to it, so he does have green feet. And now, you know, I made an oyster and it out of white mica powder. So I had some left over, so I added some more of the citrine resin pigment to the white mica powder that I had left over, mica powder resin, and I'm going to pour this in my other chick mold. So I didn't squeeze my cup quite well enough, and I got a drop on top of the mold and it didn't actually go down into the mold. So I'm just taking my little tool there and kind of working it in, working the resin down into the hole. Now I squeeze my cup really tight and drip my resin down in it. But these little chickies are so cute. So the one I'm pouring right now is the one you saw at the beginning of the video. And that's with the mica powder. And you'll have to let me know which chickie you like better, the one with the mica powder or the one with just the resin pigment. And I will let you know which one I like best. These little crystal critters are very faceted. So here's the first one that I poured. They are a little hard to get out of the mold, but you know, you just keep working it. There he comes. Oh, he's so cute. I know you can't see him very well, but there he is. Little teeny tiny with his green feet. And then he did his, where I poured him, where his feet was, I did do a little too much resin, so I had to cut some of that off. And it did cut with the fingernail scissors very well because it was still a little soft. But he's so tiny. He's so cute. So there he is. But I really like how it shows the facets. Now here's the one with the mica powder. And he came out really easy. Now, I didn't have to trim him at all. There might have been a little piece that I had to pull off, but that was it. But cute, and he's cute too. Two little chickies. There they are. I did have to trim it a little bit more. I missed a spot. So I had to get it on his feet where I have overflow. But they turned out so cute. And you can see the facets so much better in the one with the resin pigment. So I have an orange marker, permanent marker, and a brown permanent marker. So with the orange one, I'm going to color in their beaks. And this one here with the mica powder, I do color his feet. But I do the eyes with the brown and the feet and the beak with the orange. And I'm sorry that's kind of out of range of the video there, but you know, it's kind of hard to DIY and film at the same time. There's his eyes. I'm going to do his feet. Now, I did get a little bit of the marker on his body, and you can get it off with alcohol. I didn't do a very good job of painting him up, his feet anyway. I did his beak okay, and his eyes were okay, but his feet, I kind of made a mess of it. But I still think he's cute. And I did paint the bottom of his feet with the orange marker. And that is orange, not red. I know it probably shows up red on your video, on the video, but it's not. It's orange. And now for the other one, I'm just going to do his beak and then dot his eyes with the brown marker. And that's it. He has green feet, so that is what he has. And I have to say, I like this one the best. You can see the facets and they shimmer a whole lot more when you do like the resin pigments instead of the mica powder. And like I said, let me know which one you like the best. You like this one or do you like it this one? They're both cute. Look at them, it's so cute. They're so cute. So there's the one with the green feet. And you saw the other one at the beginning of the video. Again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And I'm hoping that you like the shorts and the videos that I do. And I will see you later.